All right, I'm excited for this one. Okay, if you're just joining us back, this is part 2. Which, if you're hoping for a resolution of the first one, we don't get that.
Strange time we're living in, panic and hysteria. Poor man learn, the rich man don't care for your narcissist mindset spread like malaria. Sit back and watch the show. America, Britain split through fickle shit. A government of hypocrites. These counterfeit politicians sit in parliament, not adequate. Come on. Needlessly bleeding, resources all dry. Turn a blind eye if it means a pay rise. Oh, what a shame it would be, I would die if number 10 Downing Street burned in a fire. Only joking, only messing, don't be stressing. I'm a peaceful adolescent, there's no need to be unpleasant. Write my thesis in a rhyme scheme to analyze the brain while my finger's on the trigger of a money game. Oh, rain, 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 a storm it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies, poison in the veins. But without the point of blame, 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 it's easier to blame. We point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This old money game. This old money is a game and the ladder we climb turns a saint into a sinner with his finger in crime. I'll break it down for you motherfuckers line by line. This is business economics in a nursery rhyme. She sells seashells on a seashore, but the value of these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy shells cause there's loads on the sand. Step 1, must create a sense of scarcity. Shells will sell much better if the people think they're rare, you see. Bear with me, take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island. Stockpile them high until they're rarer than a diamond. Step 2, gotta make the people think that they want them, really fucking want them. Hit them like Bronson. Influencers, product placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a shell, then you're just a fucking waste, man. Free, it's monopoly. Invest inside some property. Start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell, that will be a new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4, expand, expand, expand. Clear forest, make land, fresh blood on hands. 5, why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6, guns, sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rock, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7, press on the gas.
I'm just random pause in here because it hits you. It comes fast, but
right.
I really love this one. This was.
Yeah, I mean, he's verbalizing those words really well that I'm able to like keep up. But
yeah,
he talks a lot about division and how leaders create division to create chaos because people in chaos are easier to control. And it made me think, like, imagine what we can accomplish if we unite.
Yeah.
I asked ChatGPT to give me a really good quote about uniting because I do these door kicking videos on my TikTok where I try to be inspirational. It was something to the effect of being unified sparks change.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that we've been so separated and divided for who knows how long. I can't even remember a time in this country where I felt like, well, I do, 2001.
Yeah. Yep. That's right.
That's too long. It's too long. Mm-hmm. And then I started thinking about like what he's talking about with shells. So shells could be anything really. That's up to your own interpretation. I'm thinking of like the newest iPhone, designer purses, all of these like things that we spend just an insane amount of money on. As a result, puts us in like massive debt. But anyway, I don't know.
Consumerism and All right.
And this is amazing.
You on these shells will fall due to the laws of supply and demand. No one wants to buy shells because there's loads on the sand. Step 1, must create a sense of scarcity. Shells will sell much better if the people think they're rare, you see. Bear with me, take as many shells as you can find and hide them on an island. Stockpile them high until they're rarer than a diamond. Step 2, gotta make the people think that they want them, really fucking want them. Hit them like Bronson. Influencers, product placement, featured primetime entertainment. If you haven't got a shell, then you're just a fucking waste, man. Free, it's monopoly. Invest in inside some property. Start a corporation, make a logo, do it properly. Shells must sell, that will be your new philosophy. Swallow all your morals, they're a poor man's quality. 4. Expand, expand, expand. Clear forest, make land, fresh blood on hands. 5. Why just shells? Why limit yourself? She sells seashells, sell oil as well. 6. Guns, sell stock, sell diamonds, sell rock, sell water to a fish, sell the time to a clock. 7. Press on the gas, take your foot off the brakes, then run to be the president of the United States. 8. Big smile, make big wave, that's great. Now the truth is overrated, tell lies out the gate. 9. Polarize the people, controversy is the game. It don't matter if they hate you, if they all say your name. 10. The world is yours. Step out on the stage to a round of applause. You're a liar, cheat, a devil, a whore, and you sell seashells on the seashore.
Rain, 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 rain. A storm, it comes our way. And no surprise to distorted lies. Poison in the veins, but we die upon the blame, 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 blame. It's easier to blame. We point the mirror at ourselves. We're all part of this whole money game. This old money game. This old.
Okay.
I like that one.
That's a good one.
Catchy,
Yeah.
like, really.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you rethink your entire life. It's like, are these things really that important? I think we're coming around. I think society in the United States is coming around.
Yeah.
I truly do. I think we're understanding what creates this greed among the leaders. Well, it's us buying into the things that they're selling.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, we obviously can't avoid everything, but it's definitely something that kind of makes you think.
Yeah. Yeah. I wrote down consumerism and convincing people that what they have is not enough yet. We all have needs. Absolutely. And I think to an extent, some wants can also be, and I'm not sure if I'm making sense, if this makes sense yet in my mind, but I think part of that, like a quality of life, is not necessarily having like all this excess, but being able to keep the lights on and our kids fed. And when even those basic things are a struggle, it really makes it harder to do. I'm not sure where I'm going with it, but
well, I think the point you're driving is that we're like trying to keep up with the Joneses, even if it means that we put ourselves in massive debt. It's all about the facade. We want to look the part, and then we're destroying ourselves mentally and emotionally as a result.
Yeah,
it's kind of an ugly thing. I think we're pulling away from that as time goes by. I think the pandemic humbled a lot of us.
Yeah.
I think it brought a lot of us together and humbled us. Now, granted, we are kind of pulling away from that. There's like a very hot political climate there for a second during the election. And I don't want to go into that, but
I don't see it as a bad thing to provide goods and services to in recent years, part of your livelihood has depended on providing reviews for products and things. And I don't see what you're doing as something that's trying to get people to overextend themselves, right?
Right.
I'm all down with providing goods and services to the people that need those goods and services. It's the keeping up with the Joneses mentality that starts becoming this pervasive virus that can corrupt.
I will never get on the train where I feel like I need to have like the latest Fendi purse. And it's funny because I kind of have lived two separate lives. So I was the wife of an officer in the military. That set me at like a little bit higher standard than other wives. And as a result, I kind of felt like I had to like present myself a certain way when in fact that was not who I was in my heart.
Okay.
And so I would get the expensive purses at the military stores, and I would be the one who always looked perfect and great. And we didn't have like all of the things, but we certainly weren't at a loss for money.
Mhm.
And that was extremely hard. It's very hard to keep up with the Joneses or the Kardashians, if you will. I think that we are all so much more happy if we don't overconsume. And there's nothing wrong with like getting a child a VR headset, or like if that's truly what they want, just to have a good time and have fun, sure. But if we're getting that for our children to show some sort of facade, like
as a status symbol, or
like status symbol. And I think that even though I truly believe society as a whole is kind of pulling away from that, there's still the celebrities sharing all of their things, and there's still these like massive content creators who literally make a living off of sharing how filthy rich they are.
Yeah.
So
there's some disconnect there from reality for them. I mean, there's a gap for sure. And when you were talking about this status expectation on the military base and stuff, with the Mormon bubble that we live in, there's a similar, I think, pressure to look the part and be this beautiful, happy, talented family that's got it all together, and we're happy and great because of the church, and that's why you should too. And so let's start all these, mommy blogs and things showing how wonderful, and Pinterest, beautiful, everything. And
people like me see right through that. Because I played the part of this like happy Mormon wife, and I was dying inside, but you would never guess, because that's not what I allowed the public to see.
Yeah, it really erodes inside. And
it's not just even a physical aspect that you're trying to perfect. It's your mental and emotional and your spiritual.
Yeah, for real. And that's one of the things that led me out. It didn't feel right to be playing that game anymore of looking the part. Like I just felt like too much of a hypocrite to be living that way.
Yeah, just for the looks.
Yeah.
I'm anxious to see the part 3. Like, what does he talk about next?
Yeah.
This all